You are now tuned into the Milk and Honey Podcast.
Welcome back to the Milk and Honey Podcast. Woo! All right.
Hey, fans.
All right, you guys. So we are on episode 6. Sexy 6 up in the building.
Okay.
Six. All right. So you guys wanted it, and we got it for you. We're doing relationships part 2. Today is about entrapment, entanglement, entourage. Oh my! It's like lions. It's like lions, bears, and tigers. You know that song.
Facts.
So you guys, we're gonna be talking about everything dating, situationships, the ultimate situationship, of course, and just overall relationship stories. So, first thing we have is Hold Up Hive, October's very own faves list for the fall.
Y'all gonna be wearing them damn olives, them mustard oranges, and them damn tans. All
them tans
spice. And them damn what is it? And them damn navies
raspberry.
and them navies.
Navies be so cute.
I love the pumpkin spice candle me.
Pumpkin spice. No, that's true.
I ain't gonna cap. But I like that shit from Starbucks too.
You do?
Yeah, I do too.
No, that
it's real
what is it? Is it pumpkin spice love bread or something like that?
It's pumpkin spice bread and they got the latte.
Ooh, child, that thing go.
But
I do love fall. Fall is such a cute season.
Facts.
And normally, we would be celebrating homecoming, but we're celebrating at home. So that's kind of rough.
Crickets.
You guys, I'm actually really obsessed and looking forward. Are they coming out this fall? UGG and Telfar.
I was about to say, what is your favorite?
Oh my
fall? So
gosh.
is that your fall fave?
That's my fall fave.
Okay.
Telfar and
Yes.
So Khadijah, what is your fall fave? Or what is something that you like in the fall to do?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So my favorite thing to do in the fall time actually is go outside.
Period.
Oh yes.
Period.
And just do a nice brisk walk.
A
brisk
nice
walk in the brisk
walk.
in the brisk weather.
In the park.
What you doing, brisket?
Brisket.
Or a little bonfire if anybody got, some wood and some fire at their house.
Oh, wood and fire.
Let's get that going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fire. Now that's a fire. Now that's
Malcolm,
a fire.
what you want to do this fall?
So if you're from Georgia, if you're from the South, I think the best thing for fall is the carnivals, the state fairs.
Yeah.
Ooh,
State
Jen
fairs
over
are
here shaking her head.
like
She
if
loves
you're
state
from like
fairs.
someplace outside of Atlanta. So if you're really from like Jen is from LaGrange, if you're from
Stop
like
it.
Macon,
Yeah.
if you from
She's on camera and she don't know.
I have family that lives in Perry, Georgia. So like if
Right.
you're from Perry, like Perry has like the state fair. So you sit there, you like, dang, this fair is huge. Miles and miles and miles of just like fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And rides for like $10, and you sit there. And now we open up the drinks, so now you can get drunk and ride some rides. So
You gotta
I'm
take
here
me
for
to a state fair again. You used to take me in
boy,
college.
that worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Lay.
It's gumbo season, bro.
Period.
The fall.
Y'all.
Y'all know my family is
Going
All
That
Louisiana.
bayou.
At the bayou.
I'm the only Georgia born in the family.
Oh.
Like,
Bayou.
everything is Louisiana, so it's gumbo season in the fall.
You know what's so crazy?
Creole time.
It
It's
is.
not Cajun.
That's
It's
actually,
Creole time.
That's actually a really good
It's a good one,
warm,
right?
filling meal. to
All them
eat.
soups
I'm
and
gonna
shit.
cook
Gumbo.
that.
Chicken and wild rice, baby.
Send me my meal.
Chicken and
Send me the recipes that
chicken
y'all
and wild
use
rice.
in the seasoning, because I'm going to cook some
Brown
gumbo.
roux.
So y'all want to hear a funny story? So Malcolm and Lay's birthday was in September, but for both of theirs, I posted this video. Y'all, we went to Mardi Gras our senior year of college. Woo! Oh gosh!
That's fun. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Oh my!
But I want to go
I have
back when
so
Corona
many.
isn't.
The thing is
Active.
Mardi Gras is fun, but I really want to go to Essence Fest, like so bad. Khadijah and I should do a girls trip there. I think that would
We
be fitting
should.
on
That
some
would be
girls
fun.
trip movie shit.
So you just
Dead
want to
ass.
redo the movie. heard you.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll be
yes.
Tiffany. I'll be Tiffany.
Great.
Okay, that's great.
I don't
I'll
know
be
which
Jada
one went. Okay.
or another person. I don't know
So-
yet.
Jada.
We're not invited.
I don't know. I'm trying to get. Okay. Anyways, go on. So, first up, you guys, we have Buzz on the street. So let's see what's been buzzing in Malcolm's ear.
Okay. So the first buzz in the street I have, which is crazy, is that Tory Lanez was spotted in the club a few nights ago.
Here in Atlanta.
What city?
I'm believing it was in Chicago. I mean, not in Chicago.
Chicago.
In New York. My bad.
New
Yeah,
York.
He did it.
What's open in New York? I was just in New York. There's nothing open.
Yeah,
Are you
from
serious?
What I'm looking at, it's a few clubs.
I know
out
he
here.
wasn't in
So,
Brooklyn.
My man's is out here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't understand how they let him up in the club with everything he's done with that stupid little album.
I don't know. I didn't listen.
That was
Stupid
really
little
weird.
behavior.
That was what Future say. Oh, that was weird.
I was thinking that. I was just thinking sensational. The next I think topic, which I think everyone is like in love with, is Ari and Moneybagg and them going back and forth with their like expensive gifts.
I can't afford that.
So this time, Ari bought Moneybagg a Maybach.
Say it right. How do you say it?
That's a tongue
A
twister.
Maybach.
Okay.
A Maybach.
On some Rick Ross shit.
I want whatever was in his cup.
So I'm so and it's so crazy because it's like it's so lit because you really don't think that she's like making money, but then you realize she's making money off like club promotions and influencer stuff. She's like a top tier influencer.
There's a girl I follow on Twitter. She has assisted with her brand management. Like it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Would you compare her to like a modern day? I know race wise, Kim really did steal a lot from him, but would you compare her to something on that level?
She's on the top.
Kim K was on. Her and Jada Cheeves are taking that black girl.
They're getting there.
Black girl.
They're getting there.
They getting that bag.
Her and Jada Cheeves for sure.
And they're doing it off of like not necessarily just
a lot of black brands too.
That, but then they're not just like okay, like I'm just gonna show my ass and titties. And
they really, honestly, they really like the modern day video vixens.
No, like, that's what it is now.
Like think about it. Like who were the dope video
Buffy the Body was the biggest one.
No, what's her name? she does Hollywood Unlocked. Oh my god, with Jason.
I be forgetting her name.
Oh my gosh,
but it's like because
Takara.
No. What is her name? She does Hollywood Unlocked. She's
Lauren
in that
London,
song. She's in that song with the game.
Lauren London was a video vixen in
Lauren London.
Lauren London was in a few. Lauren London was in Pharrell's videos for years, and then started acting, and then that just worked out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is homegirl's name?
About, the classic beauty. Like if you notice, like Jada Cheese, she don't wear like crazy makeup. She tried to keep all her makeup to the point where it still looks like her real face.
Facts.
Like you can tell with her situation and how she's branding herself, like it's like on that type of tip.
I think she's now trying to brand herself as like
Melissa Ford.
Oh my god, Melissa Ford.
Yes,
y'all know the line. Melissa Ford brought a Honda Accord.
Yeah.
I love Melissa Ford.
Yeah, Melissa
Ford. Oh my god,
Amber,
I love
Amber
her.
Rose, like remember that
Tahiri or whatever, it was also
Amber
a big
Rose.
one.
Keisha Kayor.
Oh my
Keisha
god.
Kayor was one for a long time.
Keisha Kayor was a
video vixen
for real.
For a long
Is that how she
time.
met Gucci?
Yeah.
And
Y'all,
then
I love
she
Melissa.
Branded off and realized she could do other things.
She do Hollywood Unlocked.
But I think she's like,
so smart.
but those are like the top tier now.
And they were not doing crazy stuff.
They weren't.
They were just dancing. They were just
they were there.
There was somebody you would call and they'd be like, look, I need to get this girl in a video because I know if I get this girl in a video.
They were music.
Also, Sweetie's mom. Did y'all see that photo of Sweetie's mom? She was in Nelly's video too.
I loved it.
She was slick like a little video vixen back in the day.
Not even slick, she was.
Yeah, but I feel like they are stepping into that space. And you're right. They're doing it with black people and black brands that they promote and they support. And they in their bag.
What would you do if your dude got you a Lambo truck? I know I would cry out on the floor. Jen over here, she cried. I'll give him anything he want. Anything you want. Anything you want.
I'm a big
your jaws ain't loose.
That's all I'm thinking. That's all I'm thinking because that's
so vulgar.
Because niggas like anything I want. That's what I want.
So
it's not
vulgar.
Like I clearly have enough money to buy anything, so that's what I want.
It's the fact that he did the hand motion for me.
No, it's
on
just
camera.
disrespectful.
On camera,
You get the caboose.
Stop it, because you said that yesterday. Oh my god.
So my next buzz that also ironic enough deals with the hip hop music industry is Nicki Minaj having her first child.
Oh my god, she had the baby.
Which
it
I
feels
love.
great
Did
to be
y'all?
an auntie.
It does.
I'm an auntie now.
It does.
It's interesting because it's like I'm happy she's had a baby, but I'm kind of like. Her man's never.
Her man is supposed to put out an album?
Her man's not putting out an album. Like let's not.
Is
even,
he
let's
supposed
not even do this.
to?
Yeah,
Where he from?
Yes and no. He's from New York too. He's from New York too. They know each other from the block, and then it just.
Oh yeah.
But I don't. It's a lot. I think. I mean, I'm happy with that, but I don't. I feel like she's probably gonna take the Beyonce approach and be like, "Y'all don't know my kids." Like
she should. I don't blame her at all. Did y'all see what Wendy was saying?
Williams?
Yes, over here saying how she's not a legend. I said, excuse me, Nicki Minaj.
She definitely is.
Nicki Minaj.
Why does Wendy Williams?
I don't know why she would ever freaking say that about Nicki.
I also think Wendy Williams, like, chooses to tarnish people's character just to like get clicks. Like that's her job.
She did, but I'm not gonna lie. Back like a couple of years ago, I really did bump with Wendy, and then I don't know what recently has happened to her. How she really want to just say whatever she wants about certain people,
That's
and I'm
because
just like,
she's
girl.
Black. A lot of people in the industry don't really.
She's blacklisted.
Her.
It's so many people who just don't bang with her. It's just
who
not
don't want to come and talk.
And she started off like New York radio and stuff, so it's like you really could have been in the same boat as like Angie Martinez.
She's the reason why Charlamagne is in
exactly
position.
right.
No, that's true.
And what's name? Angie Martinez. They were all in the same like show and interns together, and then they broke off like according to their own stuff. But it's
Charlamagne got his own joint now too. Yeah, congrats to him.
I don't know what he's doing, but I bump with him. I guess right now I don't know.
Congrats to Nikki. Signed aunties.
Let's see, and then my last buzz on the street, which isn't necessarily a buzz, it's just a question.
What?
So, shooting your shot. Are people getting too bold in the DMs?
Always.
I don't think I'm bold enough.
What do you be doing?
Honestly, I need somebody who can tell me they gonna take me to a steakhouse.
Which one? Make sure you Mastro's.
We can go to Seasons.
Okay. Or we could do a couple different options, but I need him to be specific because you could also take me to the steakhouse up there, and I'm not going up there.
Not my league.
What?
I'm saying, like, I just feel like if you want, at this point, if you sliding in my DMs for real,
have
like,
a plan.
You need to have a plan. Yeah, I don't want you just sliding in my DMs just saying, hey, how you doing? Or, nah, I want you to say some wild left field stuff that's going to be memorable. Like, dang, he really choosing on the kid. Like,
we
I don't.
Yeah, right.
We fucking.
Shooting. I feel like guys overestimate though, like shooting your shot. Like shooting your shot in the DM. It's slick. Could be she has something bomb on in like a story, and you just respond to the story too. I'm not.
No, that doesn't work. That's dumb.
You don't have.
That's dumb.
You don't have. I've had that before, and it's actually very impactful.
I mean,
it is very impactful.
I think it's great. I think it's great, but I think that it doesn't matter because it's like they don't want all guys to respond. True. They want one nigga to respond to that, and that one nigga isn't responding. So they're gonna accept the rest of these like thanks for the criticism, but they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you something. When the right person looks at your story, it can make a difference.
See, that's what I'm saying. When the right person, not just
the right
any
person, not just any person,
but any person trying to slide. That's the kill right now.
That's ridiculous.
And on that note, that's my buzz in the street section. Slide in people's DMs.
No.
Be bold.
Be bold
when you slide in DMs.
Hashtag.
But be correct. But be correct. Please be correct.
Oh my God. But say some slick stuff. I feel like Leighton would have some really funny, clever things to say in DMs. I'm sick and tired of Jamar.
Oh, I suck at sliding.
You do?
I'm terrible. But I think it's my counsel because I have two friends.
What do you be saying? I mean, I don't want to. What did you be saying?
Oh my God. Hey, all right. I'm going to put my. No.
If you want practice, if you want practice on sliding in DMs, make a Tinder account.
I've already, trust me, I've already
very
received.
Make a Tinder account because on Tinder.
Or a Bumble. Oh, you can't do Bumble.
Don't do Bumble.
I did that
too.
Do Tinder.
No, Hinge keeps giving. I'm sorry, this is so. Hinge keeps giving me southern rotund white women.
No.
I don't know what the algorithm is, but Bessie, I don't want to.
It's probably because your name's Leighton.
Oh, you're funny. Okay.
It's definitely because your name's
Leighton.
Right.
So put my middle name out there.
So if his name was Darrell, he would be.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, do it on Tinder. So first and foremost,
I'm on Tinder.
If you're on Tinder, ladies, make sure you say, "Don't come into my DM on that weird shit." You gotta,
you want to say that?
No, you do because on Tinder, people are trying to.
They trying to do that.
People are trying to do the do.
People are only trying to do on Tinder. That's what Tinder's for.
What's the worst thing you said in the DMs? The worst thing. No, I'm about to put myself out there, so I just want to see because y'all gonna laugh.
No, you say it.
No, Malcolm, say it first.
I don't know what the worst thing I've said.
Oh
in the
man,
I don't think
he's probably been like, oh, is that
guys on Tinder will be like, I know you're an angel because you just fell from heaven. They'll say,
oh no, I'm not using them. I'm never using
Malcolm's gonna say if it's Hinge, it's some shit on Hinge.
This girl had pretty eyes, right? She had pretty eyes. Okay. My dumb ass said, it's the eyes that get them, huh?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like that's some shit Malcolm would say.
That's not last song because I was like, but what was the response?
Double tap.
That's what be killing niggas. I be like,
my boys tore into me. They was like, bro, are you 50? Are you sick?
I figured it out like a double tap, a LOL, like a like. That's just like a thank you. Like that's just like a heard you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
so then you like
or a boo. you.
That's basically what you did. You basically just like shoved me to the side. I respect it, but just.
Right. I'm sick and LOL, thank you.
LOL.
No,
That's the kill. It'd be LOL, thank you.
I started saying, why thank you?
Thank you?
Any thank you is just like, all right, let me just double tap and get it.
No, if we're saying thank you, that's personal. I would just be like, LOL, thanks. Yep, it's the difference between LOL, thanks and LOL, thank you. It's a difference.
We'll talk about greetings and responses later.
Greetings, all. But okay, so next up, you guys, we have Ballin' with Batiste.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, here's my segment with Ballin' with Batiste. So what's going on in sports? Well, y'all know Deion Sanders is at a HBCU.
Whoop, whoop.
So that's big news.
That's big.
Period.
And Jackson State, they dropped all these renderings for facility renovations. So the money's coming in.
The Sonic Boom of the South.
Do y'all remember his old show that Deion Sanders used to do with his team? Child, I love that.
Another thing, this just came in. Obviously, this episode is going to be after. But Cam Newton has been put on the COVID list.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So he will not be playing against
Mahomes this week.
And that's a big matchup.
See what happens when you
Shout out
Charlotte.
to the black quarterbacks in the NFL. The game is changing for us.
Why? Oh,
but that's my...
Mahomes is a rich man, an engaged rich man.
I actually like a segment came out where he was saying why he chose Kansas City. He was like, when his dad was in the MLB up in like a major market like New York, he got treated like bad, like all the boos, the racist comments.
And what's his name? Kenny Griffin Jr. Who plays for Seattle. Like when he did, so he wanted to be on the field one day, and his dad is of course like on the field, like just playing, like just trying to toss the ball. So he walks on the field, and then one of the umpires says, "Hey, you can't be on here." And he's like, "But my dad is like a player. What do you mean?" Mm-hmm. And then literally a white kid walks like right back past him that has also a dad on the team and lets him just go by. And they're like, "Okay." And then Kenny Griffin Sr. pulled him aside and said, "See, that's what's up with this. That's why we don't fuck with New York." So from now, so he never.
Wow.
So when
y'all are going to learn.
So when the Yankees gave him stuff. He never went to the Yankees. He only stayed in Seattle. He was like, I'll never go to a major market. I'll never do that.
Yeah, like sports, the thing about sports that I learned, like it'll show you like, the South has its racist history, but the North is bad.
The North is horrible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some things that happen in Boston that deal with basketball that are just like
ridiculous.
You can't like, so when black people play for Boston, I'm like, okay, great, but.
For real?
Yo, nutty.
Those Northeast cities are bad.
Nutty.
What?
The things their fans say is it's
horrible. Like New England, like the fact that Cam Newton's in New England.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Let this man not win the champ. Thank God there's no fans in there. Like thank God there's no fans in there. Because the first besides nigga, you getting called other things that are just like beyond insults. And you're just like, yo, off of a losing streak.
Yeah.
When we lose in Atlanta, we just like, okay, so next Sunday.
Tradition.
Yeah. Next Sunday.
Y'all be so committed to the Falcons.
See you next Sunday.
I wonder, do people really be caring about the Hawks? Do people care?
Them niggas ain't. I ain't care about the Hawks since
people
we was a kid.
care, but like you just gotta like.
Boy, when they was the Highlight Factory.
The Highlight Factory.
Okay, so when we was kids, you remember this? All right, so when we was kids, everybody get to go. Everybody go to a Hawks game. $5 Hawks games. Everybody going. I promise you, everybody's in that bitch. So
with
there's
the
with the whole with and they threw out jerseys. So you would either be like, I don't have a jersey, and you're wearing a jersey.
Who was Josh Smith?
It was Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, Tyronn Lue, Al Horford. Like and Marvin Williams. I will never let this shit go because that shit for me is the best basketball team I've seen in my fucking life. Them niggas was fire. Them niggas was hard.
And we always lost to Boston.
And niggas always lost to Boston.
You guys are so hype about
and then
this.
didn't help when LeBron went to Miami.
And then LeBron came.
Went to Cleveland.
So now we saw So then we saw LeBron 4 times. Like, yeah.
I don't think y'all understand. When LeBron was in Miami, Kendall, y'all know Kendall, been my best friend since we was kids.
That nigga.
Kendall's dad used to work for, I think it was like FedEx or something like that. So we used to get tickets to all them little pep rallies. Kendall and I were in that ish as some Heat fans. We loved the Heat growing up back home in Miami and Florida. Like, we just loved it. So that's I'm very excited. Don't be saying that's cute. We need this championship. The Lakers don't need this right now.
Sweet.
They don't need this. We need this.
Get the brooms out.
Take
it's
your
sweet.
freaking hand off that table. All right. So that's enough for Leighton's Corner. So next, you guys, oh my God, I had an update I wanted to share.
Okay.
I started watching Lovecraft Country.
Okay. And how do you feel?
I feel amazing.
Hey, I'm not gonna cap. We're gonna go to Leighton too because Leighton started watching the show too.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna cap. What episode are you on?
No. I finished up until Sunday. It will be my first time joining in live for the latest episode. I'm so excited.
You seen these joints? Y'all seen these joints?
It's so good.
I'm looking at.
Why don't y'all watch it?
I'm looking at our staff right now.
What's
y'all seen these joints?
Overbooked. I
Overbook nothing.
It's on demand.
So
it's on demand. You can choose when you're not booked.
This is historic for us.
Get money. Get money. All right. Anyways, okay.
So y'all look. I have an update.
Leighton, tell what show you've been watching.
I have officially entered the pank.
I'm at the pank. I haven't gotten there yet.
Cause you're mine forever.
I'm at the pank.
Down in the south where the titties be shaking.
I knew it was something serious.
1, 2, break them.
I knew it was something serious. My two older brothers texted our group chat amongst ourselves. You know, three of us. Yeah. And I was like, "Hey, y'all, P-Valley's where it's at." I was like, "All right, I'll check it out."
P-Valley is that.
Wait, what is it on? Is it on HBO?
Uncle Richard?
It's on Stars.
Uncle Clifford.
I gotta ask my cousin for her Stars.
That man's wild.
Uncle Clifford is wild.
But shout out to Mercedes.
I love Mercedes.
Why you look so serious?
She's my favorite.
Mercedes. That's the realest woman on that.
She danced like a stallion.
Mercedes the realest woman on that show.
I heard Mercedes before she got on the show. What did she say? Was she a model or something?
She was a church suit model.
Yep.
Look at how God works.
Versatile.
Her mama is
Her
mama is horrible.
All right, so I'll start watching that, but I just want y'all to know, Lovecraft Country. Like, let me tell you something, sister girl,
watch it.
That plays Lay. I love her.
Talking about Letty?
Yes. Is it Letty or is it Letitia? Isn't it?
Letty.
Is Letty short for Letitia or something like that?
But Letty.
All right, whatever. So Letty's character, she's so good. She also, she's in a lot of Tyler
Perry
Perry stuff.
Eve's Bayou. She started in Eve's Bayou. That's Journey. She was in Great Debaters.
Yeah, but you also have to remember she was also in that show. What is it? Sisters that Tyler Perry was doing, where all of them went to Spelman.
She was in.
That was cute.
Not Acrimony,
cute,
but
Tyler.
the other. What was the other movie that was?
There's a kid.
There's a couple. There was the one, the Medea.
She was in
Robounce too.
She's the brace face.
Oh my gosh, she's been in a lot of work. I'm happy she's getting her.
Journey is an actress.
She is an actress. Okay, sis can act up on that show.
You seen that episode 3?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
oh my god. Y'all need to watch it because sis can really act and tick in that show. I bump with it. I bump with the dynamic. The dynamic is good.
We'll get to it.
All right. So, you guys, 2020 is almost done. Yes. God is good.
2020 and
God
I'm about
is
to
so
fuck
good.
it up.
God is so good.
And we're alive.
We're alive. God is good. All right. So we're going to talk about some of our most crazy relationships or just stories.
Okay.
So relationships in retrospect. Okay. So I really want to hear our personal worst or fave relationship highlights and like what we learned from them. So we could do a round table. Leighton, start us off.
So what are we talking about again? Favorite relationship?
Are we doing faves first or worst first? What are we doing first?
Pick one or the other, but you got to do both.
Oh.
Fave highlight and worst highlight?
You could pick one or the other. You ain't got nothing yet?
What's my worst one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You ain't got no good stories? Dang.
I mean, oh man, that's...
Me and Kay got a bunch.
I know y'all do.
Hello, you see our face.
Okay,
they acting like
can I go? I'll go.
Yeah, then I'll go after.
Okay, so I think my worst one is I was choosing between two women, and I eventually chose one of the other women, and the woman one was not very happy with it. So me and woman two were like, okay, well that's what it is. But woman one decided to like, and I've never told anybody. No, I've told one of my friends this story. Woman two decided to like slash like 3 of my tires.
That's crazy.
So one day I'm like coming back from like school, like I'm just like, you know, coming in the parking deck, just going upstairs, and I'm like, damn, it look like my car. Like my car look kind of flat. Like just on some bullshit, like just thinking that. And then I look, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? So of course, like if you don't know, if you get 3 of your tires slashed, you have to pay for all 3. If you get 4 of your tires slashed, they'll give you a new set, depending on your insurance. So I had to make a pimp decision and just
you slashed your own
cut my own tires.
That's actually smart.
And it's so it's because I literally sat there.
What's the insurance company?
Don't self-incriminate. Don't self-incriminate.
But just know a lot of insurance companies and car services decide like if you have 4 flat tires, they will come either A, bring you 4 flat tires and change them, or they will tow your car to wherever you want them to go and then change them. But that's one of the things that's in the fine print that y'all don't know. And the only reason the way the story ends is the way I know she did it was because now 2 years back, one day we having a conversation. She's like, yeah, like I was so mad at you, I slashed your tires. Wow. And I sat there on the phone and looked at her like, yeah, I'm gonna just have to call you back. Because that shit was dumb. Like, thank God I didn't have to pay for anything, but that shit was just on some nutty shit. I was like, you could have just had a phone conversation with me instead of slashing my tires.
Yes. That's crazy.
All right, my
worst
highlight.
One.
Wow.
Highlight. Yeah.
I've never done that.
She reached out to me for the first date.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best one.
That was one of my favorite things. Bro.
Okay.
Like she shot at me. Like,
Was it through social media or just like?
Got my number from my friend.
Wow.
This was when I was working for the Braves. I was at the zip line. The next thing you know, my phone goes off. I check, it's her. So that's my highlight. Like that's why I be telling y'all, bro. I get shot at. Great.
Oh, okay.
Here's the bad part.
But here's the kicker.
Super Bowl 52. And we in the car, and my boy, like we're drunk in the backseat, and he talking to her and her roommate, and he's like, "Yo, put me on with y'all friend." They're like, "No, she's a gold digger. You ain't her type." So he's going back and forth. Her roommate basically goes, "Not all women date their types. Heck, we all know. Insert my girlfriend's name doesn't date her type." And I was just like, "Bruh." So I had to look at, I confronted both of them the next day. But yeah, I had to be told through a drunk conversation that I wasn't my girl's type.
Do you guys care about that? You care about being your girl's type?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes.
I think if I'm in the close vicinity of, but I'm also the nigga to not ask like about previous relationships. I don't really give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I don't really give a fuck. Unless there's something where it's like we're gonna be in a situation where like we're clearly about to see your ex and it's recent, so let me know like we just don't look stupid.
Okay.
But I don't need to know. You don't need to tell me your resume.
Don't give me details.
I don't need to know what is it, bodies. I don't need to know none of that shit because I'm fucking you now. Like I'm with you now. That's what matters. Yeah, like literally that's what matters.
I'm the champion now.
Facts.
So sick.
Now I think women want to know that shit because like that's psychological for them. Niggas don't need to know they type because
also because as guys we ain't gonna like we will have them in situations where like shorty is there.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'll call us out for that. Well,
like I'll put like you
looking
might put
stupid.
somebody in a situation where it's like, damn, their ex-girlfriend is also there. So like, hey, let me let you know before we get into the situation. Like this used to be my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
But nah, I really don't care about nobody type.
Oh my god.
Because if you break the mold, now you a new type.
That's true. Okay, you want to go next or you want me to go next?
I'll go. So
girl, we got stories.
I ain't gonna air out all my business.
No.
But I will say, I think my last relationship taught me you need to get to know the person that you dating before you jump into it. And I think a lot of people mess up, and sex comes into the factor, and sex clouds your
messes
judgment.
everything up.
Messes a lot of things up. But I was in a relationship, and like there were not always bad times in my relationship, but I know like as I was laying next to the person that I was with, I was not myself. And I could lay next to this person, and I was lucky, like he wanted to marry me, but like I knew in my heart this was not the person I need to be getting myself married to. And I would be having nightmares laying next to this person just based off of his lifestyle and the choices he was making in his waking life. And so because of that energy drained me. And sometimes some women wake up and they don't know who they are anymore. They don't know how they're feeling about themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be with anyone like that.
I feel it.
So now I'm in a space where, because I feel like my other relationships that I had, like high school, I don't count that because my high school sweetheart, like we're still cool. We're actually friends.
Yeah.
But like, it was high school.
Yeah.
I count my high school sweetheart as something that taught me so much. I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
All my exes cheated on me except for one. Like the other one I had, he was just toxic. He was just childish. But all my exes did cheat on me. So
that's crazy.
So I'm very loyal. Okay.
She's down.
Unfortunately, guys, every nigga say they want a Lauren, but they act like Future.
Okay,
so
they don't really want one.
That's the bottom line. Or y'all want to be like Nipsey and have a Lauren, but you guys don't even like stop it. So last thing, I feel like I'm in a phase where I'm attracting like-minded individuals, and we have more healthier conversations,
which we love,
that are mentally stimulating.
Yes. And
I have this one person in particular that I am entangled with.
Oh God!
And, we love it.
I dig his energy. And it's just healthy.
That's facts.
And I like it.
Okay.
Look at us clapping in a round.
It's none of y'all business, but if he's watching and listening, it's you.
Girl.
It's you win.
Dang, that's hilarious.
That nigga sitting there like, yes, like it's me, nigga. Like,
I actually don't have that many relationship stories just because my relationship actually, let me not lie to y'all.
You be entangled.
No. It's actually crazy because a lot of the relationships that I have had, even like college or whatever, they always somehow like try and come back around.
You be booty calling?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't play that. I don't want nobody in my bed who doesn't deserve to be in my bed. I'm very strict about that. But no, I told y'all my celibacy straight.
It's a pandemic.
So one time though, I will say this: there was one time I was messing with this one dude, and you know, I met him through a mutual friend. We kicked it off or whatever, and I went out of town to go see him, and then there was this other dude I met like a month before I was gonna go out of town. Y'all ever had those situations where you messing with somebody and it's all of a sudden you meet someone and you're like, wow, why am I messing with this person? This other individual I just met seems like such a better match for me.
Because why not?
It's a test.
Exactly. Is it a test? Okay, well, I
loyalty.
failed. So then the month before I was supposed to go out of town, guy B, I was really kicking it off with him. We seemed like a better match.
Okay.
And I was out of town texting guy B pretty much like the whole time, like, why is this dude, like, I don't think this is gonna work, whatever the case may be. But I didn't really tell him like I was out with a dude. I think he just assumed. So then
he was just like done
this
with it?
was before Valentine's Day. And I came back, you know, back to Charlotte, and I'll never forget this. He's like, so I know you was out there seeing a nigga, and y'all know in this room, I cannot lie.
What did you say?
So
you said yes?
My life.
Should have said
and
yes.
I said yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
should have just not.
And I was like,
nothing.
To be honest with you,
and I told Khadijah the story.
It's
I
really-
told him the story. Niggas
Double tap.
they cannot handle the truth because I told him the truth. And what happened? He got so mad. Like, I'm not coming out for Valentine's Day. I'm not doing shit. I'm done. Like, I was like, but I told you the truth. And it wasn't like, and I'm over here.
Truth works with women,
First
not
and
men.
foremost,
It doesn't work.
We're not married.
Truth doesn't work.
Exactly.
But not even that. That is true.
Exactly.
That is true. Because I
We're
think the
not
next topic that
married.
we talking about are like, are we dating and everything?
Exactly.
But
essentially,
truth doesn't work with men.
Men don't like.
See,
women.
I never
Yeah,
learned
like
that.
men like the truth in other situations that don't deal with relationships.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was such a
So,
bad situation to
yeah.
end up with. But essentially, to close the story out, homeboy, like, he got his ego, he couldn't handle it anymore. He got so just like toxic with the shit where his ego couldn't manage to even build a relationship with me.
Facts.
And he and I essentially, he ended up kind of ghosting. But
I mean, you gotta go.
yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. If the devil can't reach you, he'll bring an Aquarius and maybe a Scorpio.
Okay.
Ooh, child, that's real.
So maybe it's, but I love Scorpio, so maybe
You're
not
Scorpio?
them. Maybe not them. Maybe a
I
Sag.
love Aquarius though.
Aquarius are cool, but
No,
certain
Scorpios.
ones.
Of course, Scorpio men are toxic though.
Yeah. So, but you guys, look, we have had relationships, all types, and we're going to talk about a little bit more how to identify the different types today. So our next topic is, so when you say dating, what does that mean?
We're going on dates.
We're going on dates. Define a date.
Consistently. We're consistently going on dates.
We're
Okay.
Consistently
spending
going
quality
places. Yeah.
time.
We're going
We're
places.
not in the house laid up.
Let me tell you something about
And
that
side-
laid up Netflix
side
and
note,
chill.
I
Horrible.
think I should say, if you
What?
are a woman and you're our age, you should be going on dates with multiple people.
Multiple men.
Not often no like
Don't have sex
like,
with all of
not
them.
often no like city girl shit, whatever. But the reason I say that is because it's like, and I'm always adamantly say this. Men know what type of woman they want because they've gone through so many types of women. Like, because they've met so many types of women, so they can say, like, they can go down to, like, a resume builder and be like, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that. Like, right? Women would just give you, like, brief descriptions, like, tall, brown.
I used to
This,
be like that.
You know, and then now, and now that you date more, you kind of can do it, right?
Dated, yeah.
So you
Now
have to
had
sit
that
there. You
experience.
have to sit there and really go through with a bunch of different men, and also it teaches you that maybe like there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But then also there just could be like you just got to know because
Dating's
I can't,
about you.
I
It's
can't
not
really
about
set you
them.
up with
It's about
somebody.
learning.
I can't set you up with somebody if you just say your type is 6 foot and brown.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends like
Yeah,
that.
I'm like I'm not gonna set you up with any of them. But okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, I've met a lot of dudes, or my friends have introduced me to some like, well, tall, these kind of like match your type or your profile. Like Malcolm has even tried to describe my type before, and then when you talk to them, it's like Yeah, this ain't gonna work. They not my type. When they open their mouth.
Me personally, I think you need to start dating for personality instead of for like looks.
That's more important.
But that y'all don't. I mean, that's one of the things where
Khadijah and I date for personality.
That's one of them times you got to get to a higher level though.
Men are the same way. Like Instagram has messed up the game.
No,
dead ass. Y'all date for looks.
Men should date for person. Like the men who date for personality are like
happier,
are really
healthier.
Happy as shit. Cause I know some niggas who date personality. I'm like, yo, niggas is happy. And I know some niggas who date for appearance and they just are stressed. Cause I have some friends who are really like some really fine ass women friends, and it's like, yo, y'all put y'all niggas through bullshit, just off of being fine, not you doing nothing that I just off of the attention you get for your appearance.
Yeah, and it's not cute.
And niggas don't need that shit.
No, they don't want that. But dudes, I think that's a maturity thing, like you mentioned. Men are never gonna really realize the depth, like the power of having a woman of depth. I think until they reach a certain substance.
Yeah, once you get to a certain level, you like I only need depth because it's like I need to be able to talk to you, not just look at you.
You gotta understand when you in a relationship, a real relationship. Because let me tell you something, people be in fake relationships, dead ass, like on some just aesthetically. I'm just here for
Instagram content.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean like fake relationships?
Because you gotta think about it. Like people really be in relationships where stop, like you taking off your wig. No, people really be in relationships where it's dead, just like about surface level. We talk about this, we go out here, that's it. They don't talk about their dreams. They probably never cried in front of their dude. Like it's very much only attached to what they want the person to see. And being in a relationship is all about showing that person who you are, being vulnerable, and actually trying to make a connection. I think that's so underrated that we don't talk about a lot.
That's facts. So that's what I think dating is.
Yeah, but okay, how to properly date? Y'all ever heard of courting?
Yeah.
I just had that conversation
but
yesterday.
These men don't even
but
know
I also
what
think
as
you're
baby,
courting,
your generation don't even know what courting
Leighton was gonna say something. Leighton, what were you going to say?
I just had a conversation yesterday about courting.
Yeah. What did y'all talk about? Just like what it is?
No, I mean, men, we have to put in the effort. We don't do a good enough job. A lot of times we just want to do that whole, can I just come over? Can we keep this low-key exclusive stuff?
Low-key.
But you're not looking to date. You're looking just to be.
Did that hit you different?
Actually,
you're
looking just
for
fuck buddies.
You're wasting your time because I'm not going to stay. I'm going to leave.
But also in the courting process, that's you becoming a friend or a bit closer as a friend. I think that should be said.
The only reason why I say you're courting, because I've said that before. Like I've been like, can we just just keep it? Can we just try to figure this out on ourselves?
Oh,
and
I like
then
exclusivity.
Just figure it out with everybody else.
Yeah,
I think that's important.
That's what you need. Figure your shit out first. Figure that shit out first, then tell niggas what's going on.
It's a good show for that.
What?
She's Gotta Have It.
Oh yes, Miss Nola, darling.
That's a great show.
Oh my God, I love the music on that show. That music is amazing.
That lady is fine.
She's beautiful.
That lady is beautiful.
She is beautiful.
I could look at her every day and just be like, yo. Wow.
Okay, well, I know we already talked about this, but when you're really into someone, what do you do? Do you go out of your way for that person?
Yeah, I think when you really into somebody, you start doing it.
Yeah,
you could tell somebody, because I know I've definitely had some girls tell me like, I like you, so there's no other people. Like this was going on. Then I think you also start liking people when you start being like, oh, okay, I know you like this, so hey, I got you that.
Yeah, that's
love language.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to that because some people, they may not tell you that they like you. Like me, I'm a words of affirmation person. I'm a Gemini, so I'm gonna always tell if it's a dude I like. I'm gonna always tell him like, I just like fucking with you. I'm gonna communicate that and show it. But like some guys, they'll be like, oh well, I know you like cookies, so I'm gonna bake you cookies.
Yeah, facts. You just gotta know.
That fly is huge. Well. We'll say this too. When you're trying to date, Malcolm, stop it. When you're trying to date and everything, there are. Have you guys ever heard the term like, will you attract like what you are or something like that? Like you can attract.
You attract what you are, what you feel,
what you want.
I definitely agree with that. Like how I was saying earlier about my last relationship. Like I was in a toxic mental space because I was not happy with myself mentally.
Facts.
And I was going through my own.
It's very big to admit though. A lot of people will not admit that, and they'll stay in different relationships.
And because of that, I attracted someone who probably subconsciously detected that weakness in me. And sometimes men, they can see it on a woman when she's not really in a space where she's supposed to be empowered. And sometimes the devil will send what you want at the wrong time
just to see what you're gonna do.
And you'll fall for it. And I'm in a manipulative relationship that's kind of low key emotionally abusing me and draining me.
Yeah.
Facts.
But it's all about energy too. So Khadijah always likes to tell me, you just need to channel your feminine energy.
Yeah, masculine and feminine energy. Isn't everybody with it to fly?
Did y'all see that?
Yes. What's up?
You know we in the South.
Talking about me.
They
Yes.
get in here. Mm-hmm. But masculine and feminine energy is literally in everyone. Like,
yes. Yeah.
That's why you notice like some guys are more able to be compassionate. Like y'all probably have a homeboys who they more in tune to being like considerate of other people. And then y'all got some homeboys who just straight up savage. They don't give a fuck.
At
like
all.
they're probably that's probably because they're more like dominant with their masculine energy. And so same thing with women. Like some women are not able to empathize with other people, and they're more apathetic because they probably tapped into their masculine side too often.
That's
true.
true.
That is true. That is true.
That's
but
true.
once you get to that like level where you're comfortable, I feel like sexually and just like with your sexuality, then you can really start going to both sides and being like, bro, I'm just gonna be on this side, and like, or I'm more comfortable on this side, and that doesn't make me gay.
You
that doesn't make me this. That doesn't make that. Like it just makes me human.
Yeah.
It just makes
Like,
me like
this
want to
is
be
who
able
I
to
am.
connect with you. That's it.
But as well too, like in relationships, I'm curious about y'all's thoughts on this.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I know there are a lot. You know, last night when we went out by Smyrna, there were a lot of like interracial couples that were out there, right? And I live in Charlotte. Charlotte's like one of the biggest places. Like Charlotte, Columbus. Every time I go to Columbus, Indiana, every time there, interracial relationships are, bigger there. So what are y'all's thoughts on different races and relationships, interracial relationships and stuff?
Love. Do you?
I support it, but I don't support it for me.
Yeah.
Like I think it's great. Like if my man's does it, I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna be there. But for me personally, that ain't my type of way. Because it's just like I don't really believe that like somebody who's not my race can fully grasp like my mentality and how I really live or how we live, how black people live every day.
Yeah.
So it's like because that like
you wouldn't be able to connect.
Yeah, you can kind of sympathize
person.
with it, but it's like there's no empathy involved in that. Like I need somebody to empathize with me and sympathize with me on both sides. And if I can't get that, then I can't be with that person.
No, yeah. I feel like also too there's something to think about because my parents, like my mom's Blasian and my dad's like a coolie, so he's Indian and Jamaican. Yeah. And my parents are really big on just marry who you love and just how the person treats you. I have a lot of family members who ended up marrying somebody outside of their race. Facts. So never thought about that. But in my personal opinion, I'm always so curious as well too on like when people and how people connect based on what God provides.
Facts.
It's like, how will you react? And something I thought about the other day is I saw somebody post this on Twitter. It's like, I really hope I'm ready for what God brings to me. Have y'all ever thought about that? Like you pray hard about like, oh, damn, I really want to be in a relationship or I want this man or whatever the case is. And it's like, I hope I'm ready.
But that ain't even got to be dealing with relationship. That could just be with any blessing because you sit there and really want something. And I think that's really a big thing too. When you sit there and really want something, either you're gonna like come and really like rise to the occasion, or you're just gonna be like, damn, like what the fuck. Yeah. Which is why I think most people be like, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Yeah. Like, that's kind of the mindset a lot of people have now because it's like, bro, you could get that joint, like, tomorrow. Yes. And just be like, that's it. That's
Isn't that crazy? Maker. Somebody was like, your life can, like, change in the blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye.
That's my testimony for 20
And you don't realize it until you get to a point and you're like, wait, my life just whole, like,
yes.
I feel that way about my life
I'm telling you.
That's like a real thing. Because if you really sit here and think about it, somebody, I think Malcolm, you also posted this the other day. It was like some hard truths we need to realize.
Facts.
If a person wants to do it, they'll do it.
They'll do it. Yep. They'll do it.
If a person wants to do it, they'll do it.
I think about that every day. Like if I really want to call somebody, like I should just call them.
Yep.
Even if they don't respond or whatever, but at least I like did that shit. Like I feel like, and I only say that because that deals with like relationships. Like, or if I text that person, like at least I did that. Right. Because sometimes you be like, bro, well I was gonna, no, bro, just do it and then accept the consequences or the no response or whatever or the.
Do you think pride has anything to do like with the relationship? Because I feel like pride is a part. Pride does play into it. I know we talked about self-sabotage recently too, but like your pride can block a lot of blessings, but it also is like a protector in a way.
My pride, I just had a transparent conversation where I had let somebody know I had to push my pride aside to tell them how I felt about them.
Oof. Girl. Isn't it hard?
Especially as a woman.
Oh, my gosh.
Because, like, I don't want to ever feel like I'm begging I don't ever want to feel like I'm begging. Like, I'm not gonna force nobody to do anything
or chase someone. Why do men be wanting people to? Yeah, no, that's.
But I think the only reason men want to chase is because like
we're always chasing.
Men are a part of a consistent chase.
Like I'm tired.
No, dead ass. Like men's lives are like chasing. So it's like you like that type of system where it's like I chase women. I chase for a job, like I chase, like you're always chasing something. So like in that mentality. So it's like the fact that a woman's kind of chasing after you in some sort of like you kind of fuck with. You
like
kinda
for once you're kind of learning your worth.
Yeah.
Because like going back to like y'all said this earlier in the conversation, y'all like, oh, as women we have to start looking for depth. It's like on the guy side we see that like it's always something. We're always compared to something that's based in vanity. Like, what do you drive? Where do you live? Where do you work? Like, what do you do? All those things are things I have to go and obtain. Is nothing that I already have.
Facts.
So when you're in a position where somebody's finally chasing you, it's like, damn, someone finally sees my worth. Yeah. I'm finally the one that people are paying attention to. But outside of this, my career is I'm constantly chasing.
Facts.
Always.
Yeah.
Facts.
Wealth.
Yeah.
Because men have to provide and protect.
That is true. That's a real thing too, and I think like it's so bad, but I just have a thing for a man who can really protect. Like I don't know what it is, but like, and normally the men that I've like been in relationships with, like even if I call them up to this day, half of them may be black, but if I call them up to this, they have to be. They're crazy. You know, I like men from up north. These men are crazy. Are
you also crazy?
No, it's not me.
Which is the problem.
I am, but it's not to that level. But you just got to, like, if I call them up to this day, they will come. Like, that's the type of men, like, being a protector, being a provider. Like, being a protector is something I'm really big on. But being a provider, I guess that goes to the whole, like, financial providing situation. But you know what? Something else we need to talk about dating.
Look how she said that, y'all.
She's so happy about it.
I am.
I don't like this. I see.
Recognize.
Recognizing, you know, being trapped or trapping. So, is it really you're in love, or is it just the sex? Are you digmatized? Are you pussymatized?
Yeah, I was definitely digmatized in my last relationship.
For real?
I'm happy that you accept the fact that that's a thing, because I know some girls are like, that's not even a thing. I think I really like them. I'm like, no.
Because like what Moneybag Yo said on that song Toxic, he said, go through way more bad than good. How we let this shit get toxic. Like that shit real. Like we laid up making love and then we arguing, you know. But bad service got poor connection. Like that's real talk. Like I had
that's in episode 1 of P Valley when Uncle whatever
Clifford,
but he talking to Mississippi.
Yeah.
And you know she comes in, she just got done.
She got beat up.
Yeah, she got beat up, and she was just like, man, that's not love. It's just somebody telling you. It's a feeling reminding you you're alive. But that's not love. That's all it is. It's just somebody, like, your life is just down right now, and you got one person that's at least recognizing you, but that ain't love.
Yeah, that ain't love. Yeah. And so you got to know how to...
Love is a verb, and it's an action.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a choice. Like,
it is.
To have a healthy love for someone that's
Let me tell you something. Whenever I meet people, too, who are, like, healthy, married, and, like, stuff like that, I just be asking, I'm like, dang, how do you do it? And they just, every single time, it's like, I just choose to love it, and I just do.
And it's a sacrifice.
It is a sacrifice.
Every day.
It is a sacrifice.
Day.
To one person.
And I think some of us saw, like, with our parents, at least for me, like, you know, my stepfather raised me since I was a baby. So that is my dad. That's all I knew. So my mom and my dad, when they raised me, it's like, you see stuff they have to go through, and he's just like, no matter what, you know, like, I love y'all, I love your mom. It's crazy to think, though, that somebody wants to sacrifice that much for someone.
Facts.
I think that's such a crazy
But I think that's a
how
maturity
it's
level,
supposed
too,
to
because it's
be.
like, I feel like at our age, we're not there yet.
Yes,
like,
no.
I don't think anybody in their 20s, for real,
But do you think because our generation, like, there's so much going on just in our music and what we watch, having to deal with sex, do you think that sex role in the relationship now plays such an amplified, you know, place because we see it all the time? It's like we're normalizing
from both sides.
I mean,
and they're not even like, we're not even being told to really like enjoy sex. It's like it's all about pleasure and performance. Yeah. So that's why like it's all word about.
Child. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, but that's all we're being told is like performance and pleasure. And if they're not performing well and they're not pleasing you, then the relationship is done. It's
facts.
We're not being taught.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie now. That is a big factor.
People break up over sex or money.
Didn't happen if it wasn't happen.
Oh my God, Meg.
It didn't happen.
Meg.
Period.
But yeah, it is a rule.
That's crazy. And you know what I was thinking about the other day? I was like, dang, I can't wait to see where all my friends who they marry. I'm so excited. I can't hide it.
I'm kind of scared.
But in general, you guys, when you're thinking about dating, look to yourself first to what you want.
Facts.
And then from there, it'll reflect out, what you truly deserve. I think when you're coming into a relationship, come or try your best to, as whole, like two whole people make a relationship. Because I think, was it Will and Jada that said this? This is a horrible example, but I think they said it. It was something along the lines of, I don't rely on him to make me happy.
Yeah, or fix you.
Yeah.
Stop looking at other people to fix
damsel
you.
in distress. It doesn't work well for your benefit, because then that's when controlling factors come into play. Yeah. That's such a crazy thing to think about. But
okay.
All right. So you guys, next up we have cutting up.
So,
We're going to do some fun games by Malcolm.
Great. Okay. So the way this game works is I'm going to ask you guys some questions. And then y'all answer the questions with whatever you feel like is the best.
I'm excited. Go on.
Okay, so we're gonna start very easy.
Okay.
So okay, so here we go. According to Kanye, who doesn't have the answers?
Sway.
Oh wow.
Chantal did not know that one.
No,
Chantal's face went like wait. Okay.
I'm the buzzer.
All right, so Jerome from Martin is a player from
the Himalayas.
Hey, you from the Himalayas? Bruh, man from the fifth floor.
Tommy ain't got no job.
Okay,
that's another thing too.
Here we go. In which city was Martin Luther King Jr. killed?
Was it Memphis?
Memphis.
Dang, good job.
Yeah.
Good job to us. Lay didn't even put up his damn hand to give me a high five. I'm sick.
All right, let's see what else.
Y'all saw me, fans.
What does it mean if your ears keep itching?
That somebody talking about you.
Somebody gotta be talking about you.
Yep. Your ears, my mama be like, your ears must have been burning because we was just talking about you. You gonna live. What they say in Jamaica, like a lot of Caribbeans, is like you gonna live long because, we were just talking about you and you called.
Okay, so y'all, I don't think we might know this one because I think this is older than us, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Who did the kid tell to purify herself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka?
Child, stop.
Jesus.
No.
What was this about?
Well, Jesus is the way, y'all.
Period. All right, so the answers are, the answer choices are Brenda, Vanity, Sheena, Apollonia.
Vanity?
It's Apollonia.
Child, bye.
I don't even know what that
Do
is.
one last one, because we need to.
All right. After you decide to stop and drop, what should you do next?
Roll. Make it Tootsie Roll.
Anything else?
And pop.
Anything else?
Stop, drop, and lock it.
Bop it.
Bop it.
Twist it.
All right, here we go. So after you stop, drop, you should shut them down and open up shop.
Oh my God.
Stop. Drop. Shut it down, open up shop.
That's what you should do next. That's been cutting up.
That's how Rough Riders roll. Y'all need to watch that Rough Riders documentary. That shit is amazing.
Cutting up. Boy, Monica. Oh no, that's the other.
Shout out to Evie.
Take a look.
My nigga.
Shout out to
Get up, but my nigga.
Shout out to Evie.
That's
She's a
my
legend.
shit.
I'm sick and tired of you. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Y'all know I watched Barbershop the other day and Eve was on it. I completely forgot.
Who drank
Minaj was
my
on that
fucking apple juice? I got a big red ass sign. Cursing. I got a big red sign that says "Don't drink." So who the fuck drunk my apple juice?
Oh God. Oh my God. We didn't really talk about types, but I do want us to at least share if there's like a celebrity
I wish
type
that as we say that, like I
it.
want Sweetie to be playing like that's my type, nigga. That's my type.
No, okay, because honestly, when I watch Barbershop, I really love Common, y'all. I love me some Common.
I can see it.
As a type, that's my celebrity type. That's my type. It's like a mix between Common,
my nigga,
she like grown men.
I love men from Philly.
Okay.
She like grown men who can teach her.
She likes niggas. She likes niggas who say John and tell you to read a book.
I love dudes from up north.
All right.
That's crazy.
I had a Philly roommate, bro.
Hey Mo.
I'm sick. I'm trying to think. Do you have a celebrity type, Lay?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. I guess so.
I feel like it's 7th Street.
Do they have to be
7th Street? Really?
They have to be a type. They have to be a celebrity.
Yeah. Well,
like it's gotta be like a big name.
A big name.
Oh, they gotta be a big name.
Big name. Who?
It's a big name or no?
Big name. Yeah.
Oh, it has to be a big name. Okay.
Yes.
Who would you say? 7th Street?
He said 7th Street.
7th Street. 7th Street is right now. 7th Street is right now.
What personality?
I don't know why you wouldn't say Tinashe. I really can. You don't like Tinashe?
I could
definitely.
Google
like Tinashe.
Google Tinashe.
She is pretty and sweet.
I thought this is
off looks.
Off looks and off of personality. Comment cannot just.
You would also like Tinashe.
I feel like you would like
because
Tinashe.
I know you very well.
I hate the game.
I think you pretty like. Do y'all not remember? I think she pretty like Tinashe.
Facts. Okay.
All right, Malcolm, who's yours?
So there's this song that made me realize what my type is. So it's this song by The Game called Dreams. And this nigga has a line in there. He's like, I had dreams of fucking an R&B bitch like Maya. And then I figured out who Maya was. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
My love is like, whoa.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
My love is like,
Maya.
whoa.
I'll take Tinashe.
Maya.
Oh, yes. Keisha the egg.
Maya.
Okay,
Tinashe.
Kay.
Told you. So you like Tinashe.
Yes,
Tinashe
he likes Tinashe. I feel like that's his type.
All right, Ben Simmons.
Okay, so, Kay, who's yours? Do you have that you could think of?
What, my type?
Like celebrity that could match your type.
If I could think of
Who?
My ultimate celebrity type, y'all.
Morris Chestnut.
Yes, Morris too.
No,
yes.
It's actually Nazir.
Who?
Nas.
Oh, Nas. Just Nas. Okay. Got you.
I love his mole.
And
so well placed.
I just love Nas.
Mole.
Don't talk about Nas's mole.
No,
it's so well placed.
Regardless of everything that happened between him and Khalees, I will say I like Nas because he's like a previous like block hood boy.
We
but
love
he
him.
like reformed his life and like just even the transformation he made in his waking life. Like y'all know this, like Nas is invested into a lot of companies.
A lot of companies.
He has, his own restaurant chain, Sweet Chicks, out in New York. Like he's a full-time mogul now.
I think mentally he's transcended too, cause like some of the stuff, even when he was rapping, like when he was like,
on his new album,
like
I really
that new album is good, right?
It's so good,
banger after
it's
banger.
So
like,
yo, that song with Don Toliver and
Don Toliver.
Yes.
Chantal,
we love him.
Chantal doesn't know the music.
Yes, I do.
I was playing when we was
I felt it too though.
Chantal doesn't know. Chantal doesn't know
I
that.
love good music.
Chantal doesn't know. Chantal doesn't know.
I love football.
Name a player.
Let's bring it.
LeBron.
I'm sick and tired.
LeBron.
Okay, go ahead.
But I like Nas a lot because Nas just seems like he. I see a lot of myself in him. Like I'm a girl, a round-the-way girl from the hood, but I transcend my mentality on a daily basis. But and then like just the stuff that he do, and I just want a man just like that.
Girl, my God.
They come with time. Let them heal.
Another one I'm adding to my list.
Who is yours, Chantal?
Well, I told you Common for sure.
Okay.
I love me some Will. I love Will Smith. I don't know. I love him.
You like his sense of humor.
I do. I love a guy who can make me laugh.
Yeah.
I also, y'all remember Mario? Mario's my dude.
Keanu Lede.
What's wrong with y'all?
Keanu Lede is. I think Keanu Lede is so fine, but
Who
then
is
I'm
that?
really. But
child?
she's just singer on Republic Records, which is how I know her. But the only issue I don't really like her is
she's
like,
so pretty.
She's so pretty, but
Okay.
I feel like she's doing what we expected from what's the girl that did Boot Up? What's her name?
LMA.
Yeah, I feel like
LMA is. I like LMA too.
I love her.
I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. And when LMA came to Homecoming,
we
like,
was lit.
I didn't know she was that fine. Like,
she's
amazing.
beautiful.
And then as soon as I saw her, I was like, because sometimes like one of my friends. Okay, this is the last topic, but one of my friends put me on real quick because they're like sometimes girls are like fine because they're just light skinned.
No, okay.
Yes, no, that's true.
I'm not light skinned, so
right?
I don't know.
You're not light skinned, Chantal. Doesn't matter.
I'm not.
Okay, but
I'm
anyways,
caramel.
exactly. So there we go. Okay, but
This dude's so stupid.
So what am I?
So
Chocolate?
No, she's brown. You brown skin. Brown skin girl. Vincent. Go ahead, Malcolm.
What was that? First off, DJ was still trying to trap me. So I'm chocolate.
Technically,
I was like,
think
wait,
Redbone.
So what am I?
I'm not gonna answer
I'm
that.
not answering
No.
that.
No.
That's a joke.
I think. Wait, you think like light skin? So what's right after light skin? Because it's
Okay,
like
we're
Redbone.
not.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's another topic. All I'm trying to say is that she was. All I'm trying to say is that she was really, really fine, and she was actually naturally beautiful. It wasn't just like, oh, you're light skinned, so that's why you're here.
Right.
That's it. Because there's some light skinned women who aren't fine. They just happen to be light skinned. But that's another story.
And she's talented.
And she's talented.
She is
But that's
very
another story for another time. But I was just looking.
I hate him.
I was just straight
I
looking
hate
at her
him.
looks, and I was like, damn, she's fine. So there we go.
He's so slow.
This has been.
Hold on, no,
okay.
Hold up, pause. Because I didn't get to share my last person. Mario is very.
We
fun.
all had one.
Mario?
No, wait, Chantal.
Mario is very fun.
Chantal,
he's a Virgo too. All right, fine, I'm done. So you guys, we provided. He's good looking. So you guys, we provided some of our celebrity types too. But you guys, I think overall,
this is great.
I think overall that we are done for the day.
We are.
This was episode 6, and we're excited to have you all here with us. And guess what? We're also excited about y'all to come back next week.
Thank you for listening and tuning in.
Have a good one. This is your crew from the Milk and Honey podcast. Make sure you do contact us to share and ask Milk and Honey for our next episode.
Season.
Ask a question.
Bye, y'all. Happy October.
Thank you, fans.
The Milk and Honey podcast.